Hi guys, my name is Courtney and welcome to my channel. So this week I have my January wrap up. A couple days late, I know, but I forgot in honesty. So for January I read 8 books, which is a pretty average reader month for me. So I'm just going to go through, show you what I read, explain some bits, what I gave them, and then obviously if you're interested you can go ahead and look them up. So the first book I read in January was The Juicy Melody by Sophie Hannah. I gave this one a 3 out of 5. We follow Cara, who has gone on a getaway. She's in a 5-star spa and resort type place, and when she books into her room on the first night, there are 2 people already in her room, a middle-aged bloke and a young girl. She kind of just thinks it's a father-daughter and the room's been double booked, but as we get further into the story you'll realise that actually she thinks she may have seen Melody, which is a young girl that was murdered and her parents are currently in prison for her murder. Amazing first half of the book, and then I got about halfway through the book and it just verged into unrealistic, and it kind of just went downhill from there for me. So amazing first half, disappointing finish. So book 2 I read was They All Fall Down by Tammy Cohen. I gave this one a 4 out of 5, and in this one we follow Hannah, who has had a bit of a psychotic break and is currently in a mental institute trying to sort of get over that break. People keep dying, and we go between her point of view, her mother's point of view, and her art therapist's point of view to just kind of figure out why they are dying. It's all rated as suicide, but she doesn't believe it. I really enjoyed this one. It was good, and a twist I didn't see coming. So book 3 I read was The Raft by S.A. Boudin. I gave this one a 2 out of 5. In this we follow Robbie, who lives on an island that you have to have like a short aircraft ride to the island to get home, but she's currently on the mainland visiting her auntie. She has a bit of a spooky moment and decides to return home, and as she's going home the aircraft crashes. And we're kind of just following her journey into how to, like, her survival, and it's kind of very much like this has happened, this has happened, this has happened, but there's no real interlocking features and nothing that hasn't really been done before in this type of story. I kind of guessed the twist within 2 pages into the plane crashing. Yeah, it was okay, but I wouldn't recommend it. So book 4 was The House Swap by Hannah Fleet, and I gave this one 4 out of 5. So we followed Caroline and Francis, who are a married couple, and they've gone on a house swap as a bit of a getaway to get over Caroline's previous affair. And it's kind of just the consequences of what's happened, their reconciliation, and we go between Caroline's point of view and a mystery person's point of view. Again, a very good twist that I did not see coming. Book 5 was The First Wife by Erica Spindler, and I gave this one 3 out of 5 stars. So in this we follow Bailey and Logan. They meet on a 2-week holiday. They get married after 2 weeks. They think it's the perfect relationship. Everything's great. They're very in love. And then they get back to Logan's. I guess it's a kind of estate type thing. He's very rich. And he's got his sister there. He's got the bloke that tends to his horses. He's got his general groundskeeper. And they're all shocked. None of them knew he was getting married. They all say she's very similar to his first wife, and there are a lot of rumours that he killed his first wife. It was a good book, a twist I did see coming. I got through it within like a day and a half, so easy reading, just not a particularly shocking book. Book 6, I believe we're on. Yep, was The Book of You by Claire Kendall, and in this we follow Clarissa, who is being stalked by a work colleague, Rafi. She's currently on 9 weeks jury duty, so she's not at work, she gets away from him, so she thinks. However, the entire time he's still sending her voicemails, he's still turning up on her doorstep, he's still sending her gifts. And she is sort of noticing some correlation between her situation and the court case she's on. And we just follow her journey into trying to figure out what to do about it, how to stop him, when to go to the police. Honestly, I love this book. It was good. The only criticism I gave it, the only thing that stopped it from being a 5 stars for me was I wanted a happier ending to it. But other than that, really enjoyable. So book 7, I don't actually have a physical copy to show you, but it was 1 Year Gone by Avery Bishop. I read it early thanks to NetGalley, it's not yet published. But in it we follow Jessica, whose daughter Bronwyn has gone missing, or she's been missing for about a year now. It was classed as a runaway case. And Jessica's kind of finally settled into the idea that she ran away. And then one night she gets a text message from Bronwyn saying, "Mum, please help me, I think he's going to kill me." And it spirals out of control from there, and we watch Jessica's journey into figuring out what's happened. We go between the present day with Jessica and a year ago on the day that Bronwyn went missing. I think I forgot to say that I gave it 5 stars. I loved this book. I did not see the twist in this coming. It was incredible. And the last page in the book, the last sentence was perfect. And then book 8 was Fear Nothing by Lisa Gardner, which I also gave 5 stars. Lisa Gardner is hands down my favourite writer. I think there's only one book I've read of hers that I've rated a 4-star instead of a 5-star. But the problem with this is I always worry that every time I pick up a new Lisa Gardner book, it's going to be the book I finally hate. Thankfully this one was not it. So we follow Detective Dee Dee Warren and Adeline, who has a bizarre condition where she cannot feel any pain. And we are trying to figure out the identity of the Rose Killer. Adeline's got a sister in prison. And it kind of correlates that the Rose Killer is copying Adeline's and her sister's father, who was a serial killer years ago. And it's their journey into figuring out what's going on, what's happening. Brilliant ending. Was not expecting it. Like I said, Lisa Gardner never fails me. And that is what I read for January. I know a lot of people do like a what I'm going to read in February type video as well, but I won't be doing that because I don't pre-choose my reads. I have a little bag up here that you can see that I have all my TBRs written into, and I pick one out every time I finish a book, and whatever comes out I read. I do have another video for you coming. It's going to be a book haul. I'm still waiting on 2 parcels to arrive though, so when they arrive I will shoot the video and upload it and let you see what I ordered to get me through the rest of lockdown. So thank you, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.